So, if you don't know who Jeffree Star is, I'm going to give you a little insight into who Jeffree is. So, he's around my age. He's an American makeup artist, media personality, singer-songwriter. He's the founder and owner of Jeffree Star Cosmetics, and he's made a lot of money off of that. He's a great makeup artist. He's been around since the MySpace days. That's when I first knew of Jeffree Star. And he's always been very based, unwoke, unapologetically authentic. He's always been in controversy, but I think he lives for it, and I don't have a problem with it at all. When it comes to the internet, it's really hard to find people who are just authentic individuals. Everyone's trying to virtue signal and not step on anyone's toes, not be offensive, and he's just like, F it, I'm just gonna be me. And I love that. We need more people like that out there in this world, especially creators. So why I'm bringing him up is because of a few things. He's going viral for a video that I'm going to show you in a second, but first I want to show you this video where he talks about the pronoun nonsense. And this is pretty much the first, and when I watched this video, this was pretty much the first time where I'm like, oh, okay, so he's not woke. He's not like really part of the LGBTQIA+, blah, blah, blah. Having watched him for a long time, I always kind of assumed that he wasn't part of that nonsense, but this just solidified it for me. So I'm going to play that for you right now.
I'm not into all the other bullshit. I think.
What other bullshit?
The they and them.
Yeah.
And all that extra shit that we added during the pandemic because everyone was so bored in their fucking houses. They just started to make up more shit and more shit.
More stuff.
Yeah. That's why the conservatives like me because I'm just real.
Yeah, you do have a conservative vibe to you.
You're not they and them. You're trans, you're male or you're female.
And you're standing on that.
Get so mad when I say that. How are you a they? What the f does that mean? It's stupid is what it is.
Yeah.
But you need someone like me that looks like me to say it. Because if you say it, it turns into you're homophobic, you hate trans people, you hate gays. And it's just how you feel. You don't hate anyone. You just think it's stupid.
It's true that if someone like him says it, someone who looks like he would be trans says this, it's like baffling. Like, oh, I thought you were trans. I thought you were part of the LGBTQs. It's so surprising to a lot of people. But I'm glad that he's not into the pronoun shit. Jeffree Star has always been an attention whore. He said it himself. He gets attention by doing things that are great. Not all the time, but most of the time, like being really good at makeup, starting these companies, doing music, being an entrepreneur. He got attention for being really good at what he did. And these people who are in the LGBTQ, they want attention just for saying they are something. They're not actually improving the world. They're not doing anything that's special that would make other people see them as special. They just want to feel special and need the validation from strangers in order to feel some sort of like, I'm amazing. But they're not amazing. And people like us, can we see it a mile away that these people aren't special. They're just attention whores, but like dollar store attention whores, where they don't have anything of value to bring to the table. Actually, they take things off the table. Some of you, I'm sure, you don't like Jeffree Star, and some of you do. And I want to say that that's okay. It's okay for you guys to not like someone I like. And it's okay for me to not like someone that you like. I'm not going to give you a hard time about it. I like to be the type of person who's, we can agree to disagree. Let's fight the bigger enemy here. Let's not fight each other. We're on the same side. So this is from Curly Boy Chuck. Love this guy. Been watching him for a long time. A very based creator with luxurious hair.
This is why I like Jeffree Star, I'm sorry. So the left, once again, is upset with Jeffree because he is pointing out logic and science and common sense.
Jeffree Star has decided to take some time off from his day job, and now he's targeting another group of people.
And there's only two, male and female, okay? Try again, sweetheart.
He went through a list of conservative talking points.
Conservative talking points. Oh, you mean logic and biology and truth? Is that what you mean?
We're not about to have a discussion about science. You're either born a male or you're either born a female, okay? We're not even going to start that subject. Use your common sense, sweetheart, okay? There's only A or B. You can wave your little flags all...
See, Jeffree Star is someone who's had a rough life, who's gone through some We come from a different time period where you had to have thick skin in order to make it in this world being who we are. So when people come at you and they're like, oh, why are you saying that? You're awful. It's like, whatever. I don't give a shit. You can't offend me if you tried.
All you want. It doesn't matter. Okay? You can't negate from the fact that you are this or this. Kiki.
And I know some of you guys who aren't familiar with him are probably looking at him and thinking, wait a minute, isn't he a part of that community? Isn't he trans? Actually, he's not. He likes to gender bend as far as how he presents himself, but he acknowledges that he is a man. He's not trying to enter women's locker rooms or enter women's sports or try to redefine what a woman is. He understands the differences between men and women, and he respects that. And that's why the left hates him.
I'm not into all the other bullshit. I think
What other bullshit?
the they and them.
Okay.
Yeah.
And
So gender bending. Gender bending used to be a thing. A lot of people used to do. Boy George before he went woke. Eddie Izzard before he went woke. They used to be different, but it wasn't like a virtue signaling, look at me, I'm special thing. It was like, this is how I want to portray myself. You don't have to like it. It was cool. But now it's apparently you have to like it and you have to bow down to them or else you're a horrible person, which does not make any sense. And also, we don't actually give a fuck. If you're going to stand up on your high horse and try to judge me for how I think, well, you have too much time on your hands, honey. You got to get a hobby. Stop worrying about what everyone thinks of you and trying to control how they think and how they speak, because it's not going to work. Might work for your clan, but it won't work for regular people who have been out here for a while dealing with shit from other people and growing thick skin and becoming way better people, tougher people, and resilient as fuck. We need more people like that. Anyway, back to what I was saying about gender bending. Gender bending was a thing back in the glam rock 80s hair metal days when the dudes would have like their hair teased and a whole bunch of hairspray and they'd wear lipstick. Everyone knew they were dudes. They knew they were dudes. They were banging chicks backstage. That was the thing back then. And most people were cool with it, aside from like the older, more conservative religious people. But nowadays, people are calling him conservative. They're calling him conservative? They're calling me conservative? Like, are you kidding me? If they're willing to call us conservative for acknowledging reality and not dealing with people's bullshit, then I'll be a fucking conservative at this point. My beliefs don't always align with conservative values and Republican values. I would say I'm more middle of the road now because the left went so far left, they fell off a fucking cliff. But I can't imagine being on the other side and having to tiptoe around what you say and how you think and how you act. How can you authentically be yourself when you're so afraid of saying or doing anything around other people? Like, are you really authentically yourself, or are you just hiding because you're afraid because you don't want to lose your friends who actually aren't your friends? Because I don't know if you know this or not. I'm sure a lot of you who watch do. But if you're on the left, you're like in a clique from high school. You're in like the girly, popular kids clique. And what happens when you're in that clique is that anyone can turn on you at any time for any reason. And when they do, they will have everyone who's in their group gang up against you. And you will then be the pariah. And you don't even have to do anything wrong. You could just talk to someone or like someone that they don't like. And if they find out, you're done. I can't imagine being on that side of the fence, being in that group of people where you have to walk on eggshells. It's almost like you're a turtle in your shell and you're afraid to come out, which is funny because these are the same people who say, we're out, we're proud, we accept everyone, we're loving and inclusive. It's like, no, you're really not. There's a lot of people who are your friends who are around you are either afraid of you or waiting for the chance to cancel you so they don't get canceled by that same group of people. I can't imagine being on that side. That'd be like being back in high school again, but worse. And I think that a lot of colleges push this kind of attitude and thinking, and it's just like a clique of mean girls. It's like the mean girl group. I don't like the mean girl group. I would rather be completely on my own, then at least you don't have to worry about other people judging you all the time. Because if you're on that side of the fence, you're constantly being judged and questioned. And there's always that person within that group that is higher up on the totem pole than you, and they have more of a say over everyone else. and who they're supposed to like and who they're supposed to not like. And if you get on the wrong side of them for some reason, they will turn on you in an instant. And I can guarantee you, if you're on that side of the aisle and you have that group of friends, one day you will be next. They will push you out, ostracize you, bully you, send you death threats, things like that. It's better to be objective and away from it, because then at least you can be yourself. And it's not only is it freeing, but man, it's like being able to breathe air after being in a house that is burning to the ground, filled with smoke. I like Jeffree. I appreciate everything that he said. I hope he keeps on saying this shit. And yeah, that's it. What do you guys think of Jeffree Star? Like and subscribe. Join our memberships. Shout out to Heather Culp. Have a good one.